Welcome to the Income Line, a place where we talk about money, income, business, skills, and the decisions that can completely change your financial future. Let me start with a question. What if the problem isn't that you don't make enough money, but that you're relying on only one way to make it? Most people wake up every morning, go to work, get paid, spend money, and repeat the same cycle. And there's nothing wrong with working hard. But if your entire income depends on you showing up every single day, then you're not really building freedom. You're building a routine. Today, we are going to talk about the difference between earning money and building income. Because once you understand that difference, you start looking at money completely differently. Part 1. The money trap. Think about the traditional formula we've been taught. Go to school. Get a job. Work hard. Get paid. Save some money. Retire someday. For many people, that's the entire financial plan. But there's one major problem. Your time is limited. There are only 24 hours in a day. You can work 8 hours, maybe 10, maybe 12. But eventually, your time runs out. And when your income is directly connected to your time, there's a limit to how much you can earn. That's why one of the most important financial questions isn't, how can I work more? It's, how can I make my work continue creating value after I'm finished working? That's the mindset shift. Instead of constantly trading time for money, you start building things that can produce value repeatedly. A digital product, a YouTube channel, a useful skill, a business, a website, educational content, software, a service that can eventually become a system. The goal isn't to become rich overnight. The goal is to stop starting from zero every single day. Part 2. The income ladder. Let's imagine income as a ladder. At the bottom is active income. You work. You get paid. You stop working. The income stops. This is where most people begin. And that's okay. You need a foundation. But then you can move higher. The next level is skill-based income. Instead of simply selling your time, you develop a skill that becomes more valuable. For example, writing, video editing, graphic design, programming, sales, marketing, communication. The better you become, the more valuable your work can become. Then there's business income. Now you're not only asking, what can I do? You're asking, what can I build? That's a completely different question. A business can serve multiple customers without requiring you to personally perform every single task. And then comes another level, asset-based income. This is where your money, intellectual property, audience, or other assets can potentially generate value over time. But here's the important part. You don't jump from zero to the top. You climb, skill by skill, experience by experience, customer by customer, video by video, product by product. That's how sustainable income is usually built. Not through one magical opportunity, through repetition. Part 3. The power of skills. If you're young and you don't have much money right now, don't make the mistake of thinking you're starting with nothing. You have something extremely valuable. Time to learn. A skill can become an income engine. Imagine spending 6 months becoming genuinely good at something. Instead of spending every free hour consuming content, you spend some of that time creating. You learn. You practice. You make mistakes. You improve. Then you start helping other people with that skill. At first, maybe nobody knows who you are. That's normal. Then one person notices. Then another. Then someone pays you. And suddenly, something that started as a hobby has become an economic skill. The key is to choose skills that solve real problems. People don't pay simply because you know something. They pay because what you know can help them achieve something. A business wants more customers. A creator wants better videos. A company wants better design. A person wants to learn something. A brand wants attention. The more problems you can solve, the more valuable your skills become. So don't only ask, what do I enjoy? Also ask, what problem can I become really good at solving? That's a powerful question. Part 4. Build something that compounds. Now here's where things get interesting. Some work disappears the moment you finish it. Other work can keep producing value. Think about a video. You spend a few hours creating it. You publish it. And you're done. But that video can potentially be watched tomorrow, next month, next year. That's leverage. A single piece of work can reach many people. The same principle applies to books, courses, software, websites, digital products, and content libraries. You're creating something once and giving it the possibility of continuing to work for you. This is why building an audience can be powerful too. If you consistently provide useful information, people can begin to trust you. And attention plus trust can become an extremely valuable asset. But don't misunderstand this. Building an audience isn't about tricking people into buying things. It's about becoming useful. If you teach something valuable, entertain people, solve problems, or help them think differently, you're creating value. And over time, that value can create opportunities. That's exactly the philosophy behind the income line. We are not here to sell the fantasy of getting rich overnight. We are here to understand how income actually works. Part 5. The biggest mistake. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to build 5 things at once. A YouTube channel, a clothing brand, a dropshipping store, a podcast, a trading account, a new business, all at the same time. And after a few weeks, they're exhausted. The problem isn't ambition. The problem is lack of focus. Pick one direction. Give it your attention. Learn, build, publish, measure, improve, then repeat. You don't need 10 income streams today. You need one strong foundation. Once that foundation becomes stable, you can build another. Think about it like planting trees. You don't plant 50 trees and water each one once. You plant one. You take care of it. You give it time. And eventually, it grows. Then you plant another. Income works similarly. So here's the idea I want you to remember from today's episode. Don't only work for money. Learn how to build things that create value. Your first goal doesn't have to be becoming rich. Your first goal can simply be becoming valuable. Learn a skill. Solve a problem. Create something. Build an audience. Start a small project. Make mistakes. Improve. And keep going. Because income isn't just about how much money you make today. It's about the systems, skills, assets, and opportunities you're building for tomorrow. This is the income line. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to the channel because we are going to keep exploring money, business, skills, and the ideas that can help you build a better financial future. Until next time, stay focused, keep learning, and stay on the income line.